Hello and welcome to the news in brief on Graphic Online. In the headlines, Maxam Ghana Limited asked to pay $6 million over Appiatse explosion. What alternative use can a nation put decommissioned tollbooths? The roads minister has a weird suggestion. Parliament approves €350 million agreement for construction of roads and bridges in Eastern region. Bailiff accuses Assin North MP of assault. And in Senegal, millions salute Teranga Lions, the new Afcon Champions. And now the news in brief. Maxam Ghana Limited, the company at the center of the Appiatse explosion, has been fined $1 million and slapped with other costs, all totaling $6 million by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Samuel Jinapor. The company is expected to pay the fine of $1 million before its license is restored, while the remaining $5 million to be paid in equal installments between March 1, 2022 and August 2023.
According to a statement dated February 7, signed by the Lands Minister, the fine and other measures were imposed following recommendations of a three-member committee investigating the incident. The committee's report affirmed some regulatory breaches by the company in the manufacture, storage and transportation of explosives for mining and other civil works. The statement explained that although the penalties for the said breaches in pursuant to LI 2177 ranged between $600 and $10,000, the minister imposed a hefty fine because of the nature and circumstance leading to the tragic incident.
Meanwhile, Maxam Ghana Limited has agreed to pay the fine and comply with other measures imposed by the Lands Minister on the company in relation to the Appiatse explosion. A statement by the company shortly after the Lands Minister imposed sanctions on the company said although Maxam does not believe it committed any regulatory breaches, it will comply with the imposed measures to ensure the continuity of their business and to be able to supply their customers and protect the employment of their workers. Minister of Roads and Highways Kwesi Amoakwanta has been on the lips of many following a suggestion that toll booths left abandoned following the abolition of road tolls could soon be converted into washrooms. The minister made the suggestion while addressing leaders of the Association of Road Contractors on Monday.
Mr. Amoakwanta's comment came after the National Road Safety Authority called for the removal of the structures to prevent accidents. He said the alternative use of the toll booths will also help prevent motorists and other road users from stopping indiscriminately to just urinate anywhere.
We have come out with a lot of suggestions. We even want to refurbish all those toll booth structures to provide proper and decent washrooms, for instance, for the use by motorists, so that we advise them to desist from the practice that we see at times. You find out or you see cars stopping indiscriminately on the highway and people getting out to as we usually say it, urinating.
Well, another development, the minister says the suggestion that the toll booths could be converted to washrooms was taken out of context.
Mr. Speaker, I was speaking to the press and they wanted to know the future of all the toll booths. And among others, I said the ministry has plans and government has plans. We are thinking of a lot of ways to put the toll booths, and among them I said that even the current toll booths, we have about 38 of them at various vantage points in the country, and as part of it we are even going to improve the sanitary situation at all these places.
We take you to Parliament where a €350 million commercial contract agreement between the government and two international institutions have been approved by Parliament. The agreements are aimed at financing the construction of major roads and a bridge to boost agricultural productivity in the Afcon Champions in the Eastern region.
The first agreement with the contractor Construction UK Limited will focus on the construction of Bonso-Adolso Road and specified approach roads to the Adolso Bridge project for an amount of 150 million euros, while the second agreement with BNIP Janse-Adolso Consortium of Netherlands will focus on the construction of a bridge over the Afram River at Adolso in Chiamafro for an amount of $200 million. The two agreements were presented to Parliament by the Roads Minister Kwesi Amakwata on Monday, December 20, 2021.
A court bailiff is accusing the embattled MP for Assin North, James Jachi Kwesi, of assault. The bailiff Joshua Banyin alleges that on February 1, he tried to serve a writ of summons filed by the Supreme Court on Mr. Kwesi at his office at Parliament House, but the MP asked his personal assistant to sack him.
According to the bailiff, he insisted on serving the document, which led the MP to order his bodyguard to throw him out. He alleges being manhandled in the process. The allegation was made on Tuesday, February 8, at the Supreme Court when a suit seeking to stop Mr. Kwesi from holding himself as an MP was mentioned. A 7-member panel of the court has directed the Registrar of the Supreme Court to submit the alleged assault case to the Chief Justice for the necessary investigations and action. The case has been adjourned to March 1 this year.
In our final story, thousands of Senegalese poured out onto the streets on Tuesday to welcome national football heroes, the Teranga Lions, for winning their first ever Afcon title. The Lions defeated the Pharaohs of Egypt in a pulsating final on Sunday, with the match traveling 120 minutes and the final verdict settled by penalties. News in Brief was brought to you by Graphic News Plus.
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Visit us on graphic.com.gh for further information. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
Thank you for watching today's edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at Graphic GH. I'm Ama Echan Amankwa Befi.
Subscribe now.